Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I'm KoiTGZ, and in this video we are going to go over the Journey of Awakening for the Armor Knight. So this is a new Journey of Awakening that actually started from March 17th. Last week I was not actually able to complete the Journey of Awakening. It was actually a bit rough, and there are actually some certain conditions that need to be met in order to get the actual soul pearl fragments. So in this case, like I said, this is going to be from March 17th for the Armor Knight, and pretty much this is going to again be geared toward advanced classes, but with the new condition for collecting treasure pearl fragments. So in order to collect the treasure pearl fragments, you will need to have at least one magic swordsman in your party. But the more magic swordsmen you have in your party, the more amount of treasure pearl fragments will drop. So in this case, my party actually has 4 magic swordsmen. Pretty much if you have at least 2, you're going to be getting pretty much the same amount of treasure soul pearls that you would get from a normal Journey of Awakening. But if you have at least 3, you're actually going to be able to get more. So also, like the other Journeys of Awakening, this is going to be available for a 48-hour period from Fridays from 3 to Sunday at 2:15. So going over to this particular event right over here. So Journey of Awakening, so like I said, you need to have a magic swordsman in your party in order to actually collect some of these items. So like the other Journeys of Awakening, you're going to be following the same principal actions here, but they're going to be slightly different again because of the Magic Swordsman. So right over here, so first thing you can do is start the quest, but don't complete the quest so that you can battle the necessary enemies to get the treasure pearl fragments. So number 2, while you have there is no actual restriction to your soul cost, but in this case you need to have at least one magic swordsman in your party in order to collect the treasure pearl fragments. And again, the more that you have, the more that you can collect. Then next, for this third part, you're going to be able to exchange the treasure pearl fragments in order to get treasure soul pearls. So you need 8,000 in total to get all 4 treasure soul pearls. And then for the last part, when you have collected all 5 treasure soul pearls, and have an S grade soul of the Armor Knight, you will be able to create the S star grade soul. So in this case, over here, there are going to actually be some other conditions that you actually do need for this particular Journey of Awakening. So for this, since the Journey of Awakening, for like other Journeys of Awakening, you're going to need a couple of things. So pretty much for this, you're going to need, again, you're going to need an S grade Armor Knight soul, 5 of the treasure soul pearls, and then also you'll also need to be able to have completed main story quest 10 chapter 10 in order for this to actually be available. So with that said, what I want to do is actually go over the monsters that actually appear in this particular Journey of Awakening. So right over here, the first one that we're going to have is going to be the Minarai Akuma, which is going to be the one-eyed demon. So this is going to have around 10,500 HP. And the treasure pearl fragment worth, if you have one magic swordsman in your party, it'll only be worth 1. If you have 2, you'll have 2, and then if you have at least 3, it'll be worth 3. The effective skills that you can use for this that are effective against this enemy are going to be all of them. The effective attributes to use are going to be Gira, Meta, and Jibaria. In terms of status effects that it uses, it's going to actually have none. Then after that, you're going to have the Samayo Yoroi, which is the Wandering Armor. So that's going to have around 16,000 HP. And again, the treasure pearl fragment worth is going to be the same as the one-eyed demon. So 1, 2, and 3. So that is all based on the number of magic swordsmen that you have in your party. Again, this one is also going to have all all the attributes effective against it, especially weapon damage is going to be work best on this. Then after that, it's going to be weak to Gira and Bagi, and again, not going to have any status effects that it uses. Next is going to be the Bakudan Iwa, so the Boom Boulder. So this is going to have around 24,000 HP, and again, like the first three enemies, is going to have a soul treasure pearl worth of 1, 2, and 3. Again, that's based on the number of Magic Swordsmen that you have in your party. The effective skills against it are going to be all of them. The effective attributes will be Gira and Hyado, and again, this particular enemy isn't going to use any specific status effects. Then after that, we're going to have Beres. So Beres is a character that we actually have seen before in Journeys of Awakening. This Beres is going to have around 14,500 HP. So originally, pretty much this particular enemy usually is worth 6 treasure pearl fragments, but in this case, that's going to be if you have 2 Magic Swordsmen in your party. So it normally will have, or if you have one Magic Swordsman in your party, it's going to be worth 2. If you have 2, it's going to be worth 6. If you have 3, it's going to be worth 7. Then for effective skills, it's going to be weak to all skills, especially weapon damage. Then effective attributes are going to be Gira, Jibadia, and then the status effect is going to be that it uses is going to be Curse. Then after that, we're going to have the Mimic. So Mimic is going to have 17,500 HP. The Treasure Pearl fragment worth is going to be 5, 15, and then 18. After that, effective skills are going to be all of them. Then it's going to have the effective attributes will be Gira Bagi, and then status effects that it uses is going to be Sleep and Instant Death. After that, you're going to actually have the actual Armor Knight, so the Yoru no Kishi. So that's going to actually have around 33,000 HP. Treasure Pearl fragment worth is going to be 12, 38, which is going to be the normal amount, and then 45. After that is the effective skills is going to be all of them, especially weapon damage. Then after that, it's going to have weaknesses to Gira, Dorma, Jibadia, and Bagi. The status effects that it uses is going to be Sleep and then Knockdown. Then after that, we're going to actually have a new enemy that appears in this particular Journey of Awakening. So brand new enemy. So this is going to be called the Bloodstained Magic Sword. So this is going to have around 40,000 HP. The Treasure Pearl fragment amount is going to be worth 30, 97, and 116. So the effective skills to use against it are going to be all of them, especially weapon damage. Then the most effective attributes are going to be Dorma, Hyado, Gira, and then Jibadia. Then the status effects that it uses is going to be Paralysis. Then finally, for this particular Journey of Awakening, the metal enemy actually has changed. Is no longer the Drago Slime or the Drago Metal. It's now going to be the Metal Sumidi. So the Metal Sumidi is going to have 32 HP. The Treasure Pearl fragment worth is going to be 12, 38, 45. Then effective skills is pretty much going to be weapon and physical technique damage only. In terms of spell, Meteora Distraction works on it, so that actually is the one exception in terms of magic working. Then after that, effective attributes to use against it are none, and then status effects that you use it are going to be none. So what I want to do real quick is actually show you the team that I use. I'm going to have a Gira-based team. So you see here, all of them are going to be Magic Swordsmen. The first one that I have on here is going to actually be equipped with the Champion's Axe, so that actually does work well against doing damage against all enemies. Then here, going to have another one equipped with a with the Hell Mirror, so that does Giriglade, which is very effective for this particular battle. Then after that, I'm going to have on the Uroboro Staff, which again, that's actually pretty effective, especially doing damage to a single enemy with Meteora. And then here with the final one, though not proficient or doesn't have expertise with claws, I use this particular weapon mainly for taking out the metal enemies, and then also for frozen punishment program, which does very good damage to all enemies. So especially if I get one of the buffs for this particular class. So with that said, what I want to do is actually go into a battle real quick just to show you what it's like. So here's Beres. We'll see what happens here. Okay, so this should be pretty good. So here, going to auto battle. So there goes sword magic unification. So I was actually able to take out a one-eyed demon with that one hit. There, got karma boost. The other one-eyed demon's now down. Here's Meteora, probably going to attack the Wandering Knight, Wandering Armor. So that's now taken down. Here again, sword magic unification against Beres. Nice guard. That'll terminate. So down there. Okay. So with that battle, you can see here I got 17 treasure pearl fragments from that. So probably normally, so Beres would be worth 6, and the other ones would be worth 6 too. So I got an extra total of 5. And here I got a better soul, which I do not need. Okay, so now next what I want to do is actually go over for getting the soul pearls. So I actually have one already in terms of completing the quest, which is how you get one of them. The other one that you need are going to be right over here in the exchange. So here is going to be the soul pearl, treasure soul pearl. So here you're going to see I have 8,841. So I have enough to purchase all 4. So now that I have all 4, I can actually now upgrade the S grade an Armor Knight soul. But first I actually want to go over and review the Armor Knight soul. I'm not sure if I actually have done so in any of my videos. And right here. So the Armor Knight is going to be a yellow soul. So the main stats are going to be in max HP and also strength. And in some cases also has pretty good stats in durability. But let's see here, in terms of its abilities and other boosts, you're going to have Mahoton. So with Mahoton, that's something that we've actually seen before. So that's going to cost 21 MP, and what it does, it casts silence on all enemies. Then after that, we're here going to have plus 7% to physical technique skill damage, then plus 7% damage to dragons, plus 7% confusion resistance, and plus 7% to instant death resistance. So that's actually pretty good. So now what I want to do is go and actually upgrade this particular soul. So I can do so right here. And let's see, and right here it's now ready to be upgraded. So here, going to change this into the S star grade soul, so the awakened Armor Knight. So with that said, here we go. And the Armor Knight is now awakened. Okay, so now with that, now I want to actually go over the new Armor Knight soul and go right here to the Armor Knight. So here you can see that the stats have changed drastically. Before the max HP was 50, now it's actually at 119. Then here strength is at 103, so that's actually pretty good. Besides that, the other stats are kind of okay, not so big. But over here we're going to have the ability. So we still have Mahoton. Here we actually have an added ability. So this is going to be Yoroi Tackle. So this is going to be Armor Tackle. So Armor Tackle is going to cost 30 MP. And what it does 360% physical techniques damage to one enemy with a chance of knocking them down. So that's actually pretty good. Then after that, pretty much things are going to still be the same. So plus again, we have plus 7% to physical technique skill damage, plus 7% damage to dragons, plus 7% confusion resistance, plus 7% instant death resistance. And right down here we have an extra ability. So this is going to give you plus 30% to knockdown success rate. So that's actually going to be pretty good if you're trying to actually make the enemy lose a turn. I'm not sure how often I would use this soul, but it would be something that I would like to try out. So that is going to be the Journey of Awakening for the Armor Knight. So hopefully this gives you an idea of how this particular Journey of Awakening works. So you're going to need to have the Magic Swordsman in your party in order to collect these fragments. So if you have not upgraded your Battle Masters and Armamentalists up, I would suggest doing so if you want to get this S Stargraze Soul. But with that said, I'm going to end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.